Good morning students. In this class I will be doing class 9 Samachir Kalvi syllabus or matriculation syllabus, second chapter real numbers, exercise 2.3. Represent the following irrational numbers on the number line. So this is the geometrical thing we are going to do. I will do it rough only. It has to be done properly with compass and ruler. First sum is root 3. The general procedure to do this sum, I will say, the remaining two sums you can do by yourself. Okay, so this is a general procedure that has to be followed to represent the rational numbers on the number line, irrational numbers on the number line. So, root 3 is given. It is an irrational number. So, whatever irrational number is given, that we have to draw in a number line. That is, root 3 means we will take that 3 in a number line. Okay, we will take whatever root value, whatever number we have. So first point is draw a line segment. Draw a line segment. AB is equal to 3 centimeter. So whatever measurement is given inside, whatever number is given inside the root, that line segment first we have to draw. So if it is given root 4.7, we have to take the line segment AB is equal to 4.7. If it is given 6.5, it has to be taken as 6.5. So that is the first step. So AB is equal to 3 centimeter. Okay, then with B extend 1 centimeter. Extend 1 centimeter. BC is equal to 1 centimeter. With B, extend it. Extend it, that is BC is equal to 1 centimeter. So with this point B, you have to add 1 centimeter with this. So that will be BC is equal to 1 centimeter. So whatever we have inside the root, along with that 1 centimeter has to be added and we have to mark a line segment. So first AB is 3 centimeter. Then BC is 1 centimeter. Okay. Then with AC as center, we have to draw, with AC as center, we have to find the center point for this AC. So for finding that center point, we will take the perpendicular bisector for this. That is, with A as center, more than half of AC, we will cut an arc above the line segment. With the same measurement, with C as center, we will draw another arc. Okay, so we will join this arc to extend it till this AC. So that center point, we will mark it as O. So that is this O is the center point of this line segment AC. Okay, then with this O as center and OA and OC as radius, we will draw from here. We will take the compass and draw a semicircle. And we will draw a semicircle with O as center and OA and OC as radius. We will draw a semicircle. Okay. Then after this, we will extend this line B. That is, we will draw a perpendicular line to AC from this point B. We will draw a perpendicular line that touches this arc. Okay, so we will draw a perpendicular line from the point B to the line segment AC. So this point is the midpoint. From this point B, we will draw a line segment that touches the semicircle at D. That touches the semicircle at D. So first one is draw a line segment. AB is equal to 3 centimeter. With B, extend it as BC is equal to 1 centimeter. Then draw a midpoint. Draw a midpoint for AC as O. Then with O as center, and OA and OC as radius, OA and OC as radius, Draw a semicircle. Draw a semicircle. These are the things we did. Draw a semicircle. Then with B, draw a perpendicular line to AC that touches the semicircle at D. That touches the semicircle at D. BD, if we extend this AC line, we will get a line. Okay, this BD, whatever measurement we got this as BD, that is the value of root 3. So, that value we are asked to mark it in the number line. So, this root 3 value BD, we will measure that BD, and from B, we will cut that on the number line, that is E. So, BD is equal to BE. So, this BE, when we find the value of root 3, that will be 1.73. That is the value of root 3. When we measure this BE, when we measure the length of this BE, that will be equal to the value of root 3. That is, touches the semicircle at D with B as center, and BD as measurement, cut an arc on the extended line AC, on the extended line AC, such that at E such that BD is equal to BE is equal to root 3 centimeter. So this is how it has to be marked. So length of BD, length of BE will be equal. That is the measurement of root 3. That is the value of root 3. So all the sum, whatever sum they are asking you to represent as the irrational numbers on the number line, the same procedure has to be followed. Okay. Next one is find any two irrational numbers between these two numbers given. Okay. So first sum is 0.3010011000011 and 0.302002002. Okay, between these two we are asked to find the irrational numbers. So if we take 301 and 302, after that two zeros are there, then here 1 is there, here 2 is there. So in between so many irrational numbers we will get. So we are asked to write only any two, so we will write any two only. So two irrational numbers between these two numbers, are 0.301. I will start with 1 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. Here 301 0 1 is there. So 301 I am starting with 101. Then I will continue this. So 0.301 10 21 000 11. So any two numbers only. So I wrote any two numbers. That's all. Very simple. Then second sum is 6 by 7 and 12 by 13. 6 by 7 and 12 by 13. So for this 6 by 7, we will find the decimal number. So 6 divided by 7. So 0.060. So 7 8s are 56. Remainder is 4, 40. 7 5s are 35. Remainder is 5, 50. 7 7s are 49. Then we will get 1 as a remainder. Then 0. 7 1s are 7. Remainder 3, 0. 7 4s are 28. Remainder is 2, 20. 7 2s are 14. So like that it will be extended. So we will stop with this. So the first one is 0.857142. Okay. Then next one is 13 and 12. Okay. So decimal point, we'll keep a decimal point. 120. So 120. 9 times we'll check. 9 3s are 27, 2. 9 1s are 9. Plus 2, 11. 170. So 13 into 9 is 117. So the remainder is 3 here. So 30. Since decimal point is there, we can add 0. 30. 2 times it is 26. Remainder is 4. We will add 0 here. So then 3 times it is 39. Again 1. Remainder 1. If we put a 0 here, it is smaller than this 13. So we will add one more 0. So it will be 100. Then 8 times we will check. 8 times it will be exceeding. So 7 times, 7 3s are 21. 2, 91 we will get. Remainder is 9. So we will stop with this. And so between these two, 0.92307. So here it is 857142. Here 92307. So many decimal numbers are there. So two irrational numbers are 0. Here it is 857142. So I will write 867142. Then 0.877142. So I am writing any two numbers. So I get this. Now third one is root 2 and root 3. Between root 2 and root 3 we are asked to write two irrational numbers. Okay. We know the value for root 2 and root 3. So I am writing it directly. For root 2 it is 1.414. After that many numbers we are getting. Then for root 3 it is 1.732. After that we will get many numbers, many decimal numbers. So between these two numbers, any two irrational numbers. So two irrational numbers are here it is 414, here it is 732. So many numbers are there. So 1.514, then 1.614. These are the two irrational numbers I am writing between these two numbers. Okay. So third sum is find any two irrational numbers between 2.2360679 and 2.236505500. So two irrational numbers that I am writing is two irrational numbers are 2.2362679 and see here 2.236. 2.236 is same in both these things. Then only it starts as a different number 06 and 50. So in between so many numbers we have, we can write that. Then next one is 2.2363679. Like that it will go. So these are the irrational numbers between these two numbers. So this exercise is very simple. Just we are asked to find the irrational numbers between any two irrational numbers. That's all. So this exercise is over. Exercise 2.3 is over. In the next class we will do the next exercise. So whatever doubts you have, you message me in the comment box. Thank you.